morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some more new 151 stuff. China is, and I mean this with love, being completely ridiculous when it comes to 151. They keep showing us new stuff, releasing new stuff, going completely, and I mean completely over the top. I am here for it. I love it. Long may it continue. Because it turns out what they've gone and done is been like, hey, what if we released another new 151 booster pack? And that's exactly what they've gone and done. It's called Collection 151 Hope. And it's largely the same in some ways of what we've seen. But oh, it's so much cooler. You see, one of the things they've gone and done is apparently they've just upped the pull rates. And it seems to be of Pokeball and Master Ball cards, specifically of water Pokemon like Psyduck, dragon Pokemon like Dragonite, and colorless Pokemon like Snorlax. So, if you want the Pokeball and Master Ball of these typings, well then this is good. And given that my two favourites from Gen 1 are Snorlax and Porygon, then I have a higher chance of getting the Pokeball and Master Ball Snorlax and Porygon. Like, that sounds absolutely wonderful to me. So yeah, this is absurd and ridiculous and brilliant. I love it. And it also kind of suggests they might keep doing this. Like, they've literally gone and given us colorless water and dragon. If you look at the front of the booster pack, you got water Pokemon on there. You've got colorless Pokemon on there. You got dragon Pokemon on there. This is all working out quite nicely. The booster pack is telling us what's inside. But basically saying, hey, you've got a better chance of getting these Pokeball and Master Ball Hollows that you want by buying this particular set. I think that's a ridiculous idea. But when I say ridiculous, I mean it's such a ridiculously good idea. And I love that they're just going, look, if this is what you want, if there's, you know, if you particularly like water Pokemon, because we all know, we've all got a favorite type of Pokemon, you can admit it, well, that just makes this way better. So, okay, that's a reason why this is really cool. Wonderful. You know what else is really cool? New illustration rares, like this Pikachu, sitting down there with Psyduck, and then there's Jigglypuff off to the side, and then there's Dragonite just chilling across the back. Another wonderful piece of art by Oswaldo Cato, one of my favourite Pokemon TCG artists, and another card that makes me a little bit scared, because if you're a Cato collector, this Chinese 151 set is making everything really annoying. Because I already showed you a little while ago that we had, you know, this Pikachu just kind of jumping around, but there's a Pidgey and a Mew and an Oddish there as well. And I showed you this Pikachu, which is just kind of a couple of Pikachu, actually a lot of Pikachu, but there's a Cubone, and there is a Vulpix there as well. And I showed you this Pikachu that's got Gengar and Parasect and all of that. And it seems to be that essentially what they're doing, and I don't know if they're going to keep doing more of these, but it seems like a decent chance they might, is essentially go, right, well, what if we basically just gave a new set where we went, right, this is where you get the Psyduck artwork of the Pikachu, but also water, colorless, dragon, they are going to show up more often in here. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. I am a very big fan. But wait, there's more. Because you see, they're also releasing a coin collection, and you guessed it, there's 151 different types of packaging. There are literally 151 of these. There's 139 featuring regular Pokemon, and then 12 featuring EXs. So basically, let's take Pikachu as an example here. If you buy the Pikachu coin set, you are going to get 3 of these packs, the Hope packs I told you about a minute ago. You are going to get a coin featuring Pikachu, we'll get more into that in a minute, and you are going to get a Pokeball Hollow. That is going to happen. But if you're lucky, you don't actually get a Pokeball, you get a Master Ball. I know, right? That seems kind of cool. Big fan of this. As for the EX set, what you get here is you get yourself a bunch of packs, as you might expect. And then you get yourself an EX. So if you buy the Charizard set, you are going to get Charizard EX. That is just a thing. But if you're lucky enough, it might be replaced with a special version. Here they've shown us the full art Charizard. Is a special illustration rare Charizard going to be an option here? I honestly don't know. I don't know what the pull rates are like for the other ones. Now, I'm using Google Translate here because my simplified Chinese is, frankly, poor. But it says could be replaced by a special illustration card. But then by the same token, they then also go and show us the full art. So my inkling here is essentially that they mean the full art. But then this is where it gets interesting because, you know, there's 12 EXs in the set. 12 of these, 12 EXs. And yes, there are 12 EXs in our 151 set. It's the same set, basically. Which means one of these packs is going to have Mew. And to put it bluntly, the Mew is ridiculous. The Mew is phenomenal. The Mew is one of the best cards in the entire set. It's arguably one of the best cards in the game right now. Because it's got that ability to let you draw until you've got 3 cards in your hand. And then it's got an attack that can copy any of the active Pokemon's attacks. A genome hacking attack. The restart ability, if you're wondering about that name. It's a phenomenal card. So Charizard's going to be popular because people like Charizard. But it's going to be awkward. I mean, like, just thinking from a business standpoint here, the idea of trying to actually think about how to distribute 151 versions of the same product is kind of nightmare fuel. And then, like, what, each shop's going to get 1 of each, 2 of each? Well, the Mew's going to go instantly. It's going to be seconds before somebody buys that Mew. So it does raise some issues for me on a personal level just because I don't know how this is going to be dealt with. I love the idea of having 151 different versions of the same product. I think that's fantastic. But it does make me wonder how this is going to be dealt with. And, you know, if anyone in China can elucidate, I would love to know. Let me know in the comment section. But essentially, this is just a case of how? How does this work? I don't know. But hey, you know what I said about the coins? Well, here's the thing. Because there's actually 4 versions of the coin, one of which is hidden. Now, bearing in mind there are 151 of these different products, so that makes 604 different coins. Yeah. The good news is you want a Pikachu coin or a Porygon coin or whatever, you can get the one you want. But can you get the right version of it? Probably not. If you do get the right version, however, and you feel like, hey, I want to collect these, and this is one of the coolest things I've seen, Coin Binder. Now, I'm not sure if we have coin binders over here, but it's not a regular product we see. I don't know if I've ever told you about a coin binder on this channel. Well, here's a dedicated coin binder. We've got faux leather, or however it is, PU material. And it's got Pikachu's face embossed on the front. And then it's got pages which hold 15 coins. 11 pages, 165 in total. Now that will give you 1 of each coin and then a few spare slots. You're going to need 4 of these to collect all the coins. I wonder if anyone out there is going to collect all 604 coins. You've got to think someone is going to collect all 604. And I, for one, am here for it. So, in terms of these Hope Packs, then, they look amazing. And as always, there are 5-card and 20-card packs. That is always the case over in China. So you can get the cheaper 5-card packs or the bigger 20-card packs. There we go. The 5-card packs are 10-1, and they include 1 flash card. That's kind of like your holo fancy cards. The 20-card packs are 51. And yes, you might be thinking, hang on a second. That's 5 times the price, but 4 times the card. The reason is you get 7 flash cards, so the pull rates are also better in the 20-card packs. Now, in terms of the regular coin set, these are retailing for 39 Chinese yuan renminbi. Again, apologies for the pronunciation as always, but 39 Chinese yuan converts to roughly $5.40. And you get 3 of the 5-card packs, you get the Pokeball, which might be upgraded to a Master Ball, and you get the coin. That seems pretty good for $5.40. Now, the EX set goes up to 88 Juan, which is obviously significantly more expensive. We're at $12 now. But you'd get yourself an EX and a coin. You do still get 3 of the 5-card boosters, but you also get a 20-card booster as well. Now, this is 88 Juan, but bearing in mind, 3 of the little boosters is 31, plus the big booster is 50. So that's already 81. So you're paying an extra 8 for the EX and the coin. That seems kind of worth it. Honestly, you're only actually paying an extra 49 Juan to go from one to the other, and you get a pack worth 51. So the EXs do represent pretty good value. As for the coin binder here, that is retailing for 61, which means you're coming in pretty much $8.30. In fact, exactly $8.30 as I record. This is awesome. I love how China keeps pushing the boat out with 151. Not entirely sure why, but I love it, and long may it continue. But now I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Good us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.